High school science has become a lot more interesting for local students thanks to a new outreach program countywide. In tonight's Innovate 8, Dan Cohen shows us how teens are literally standing up for science.
Paddleboarding along Rose Creek Inlet is actually science class for these Mission Bay High students. The course is SUP Science.
SUP Science, spelled S-U-P, Science, because we're using stand-up paddleboards to actually make some chemical measurements. So we need to protect this area.
Phil Bresnahan, Ph.D. candidate at Scripps Institution of Oceanography, teaches ocean chemistry and scientific exploration perched atop a paddleboard.
Science isn't just about being inside, it's about getting to know the environment itself. It's about getting connected to nature and actually finding out what's happening in the ecosystem.
You can have fun while studying science.
What we're looking at here is the Wave Fox. That's the pH and oxygen sensor.
Stand-up paddleboards are outfitted with this custom-made Wave Fox sensor package developed in the Scripps lab, which measures pH and oxygen levels in the water.
We can get to come out here and take water samples.
Actually collecting meaningful data that tells us about the environmental health both here in Mission Beach, in Mission Bay, as well as La Jolla.
This non-invasive technology enables sampling in nearshore fragile ecosystems and allows for rapid data collection.
We can get measurements pretty much instantaneously with this thing, just with the computer that's controlling it on the inside. Having a really low profile, only human-powered vessel allows us to get out and make measurements without really disturbing the ecosystem that we're trying to study in the first place. The molecules that are in the water that actually change the health of that ecosystem.
SUP Science combines fieldwork and classroom lectures where students learn to analyze data and conduct real-life scientific research.
The one thing that Phil brings is citizen science. It's real life stuff, and they can do this.
I think the most significant thing that I learned is how much the atmosphere really does depend on the ocean.
Outreach efforts have prepped hundreds of K-12 students countywide in STEM learning.
To have an opportunity like this to actually go out and see what he does in his field of work is very good for me.
You know, I don't expect that every single person is going to go out and become an oceanographer at the end of the day. But if everyone can remember that we have some impact on the environment, and two, it's going to help them respect what we're trying to protect for future generations.
Dan Cohen, CBS News 8.
And to learn more about SUP Science and other STEM programs, visit cbs8.com/innovate8.